Welcome to the Northern Premier League goal show for Saturday 14th December. We start at the Flamingo Land Stadium, Darren Kelly's Scarborough Athletic welcoming Mickleover Sports. And it was the visitors that had the best chance of the early exchanges. Stuart Beavan hitting the post before goalkeeper Tommy Taylor got back to save from the rebound. But it would be the Sea Dogs that took the lead. Ryan Watson's free kick well saved. Connor Thompson finishing the rebound from 7 or 8 yards out. And Scarborough doubled their lead before half time. James Walshaw firing home across the keeper. Mickleover though did get back into the game. A short back pass pounced upon by Beavan for 2-1. But Walshaw, his second of the game, settled the nerves for Scarborough, restoring their 2-goal advantage. And in the very last minute, Michael Coulson secured the points. That's 4 goals at home for Scarborough. They'd only scored 7 in their previous 9 home games. Manager Darren Kelly has had a promising start to life back in North Yorkshire.
Good 3 points. You know, they're a decent side. They've gone to some good places this season, get some good results. Especially when you look throughout their team, there's good experience mixed with good young players. And I know John, he's big into that, like myself, in terms of bringing players through and things. 2 sides in the playoff places met at Cantilever Park as Warrington Town welcomed Baseford United. Jack McCreth had an early chance beaten away by Baseford's keeper Kieran Preston. And then Jack Bannister hit the bar with a long-range effort, and Preston again at his best to deny Ben Garrity on the rebound. Warrington took the lead through Jack Dunn, his weaving run from halfway, and a smacked finish into the far corner, giving them a first half lead. But Baseford were much better in the second half, and they were only denied an equaliser by a wonder save by Tony McMillan. It came eventually though, substitute Corey Grantham glancing a header into the far post for 1-1. Both teams had to settle for a point. Baseford could have gone top with a win.
Yeah, I'm happy. I thought we, first half, rode our luck a little bit and weren't great at the top third of the pitch, but I thought second half we were really, really good. Sometimes you have to play ugly, and we had to change how we played against another really good team in Warrington, and we fully deserved the point, I think.
Buxton started the day second from bottom and travelled to Nantwich Town, who were trying to keep up with the playoff places. And it was the lowly visitors that took the lead on 8 minutes. Liam Hardy glancing home. And they were 2-0 up when Diego Di Girolamo rounded the keeper and found the back of the net from a tight angle. Nantwich did hit the bar in the first half. Joe Davis's header coming back off the woodwork, but Davis would score in the second half, this time finding the back of the net with a header 8 minutes after half time. And then Joe Malkin completed the comeback for the Dabbers. Both teams settling for a point. Hyde United welcomed Gainsborough Trinity to Ewan Fields. And Gainsborough had the best chance early on. Declan Bacon firing straight at the goalkeeper from a good position. And 5 minutes into the second half, Hyde took the lead. Jack Dyche, whose shot there just went over the bar. He found the net in the early exchanges to give Hyde a 1-goal lead. Gainsborough did earn a point for their efforts in the end. Mitchell Dunn, a recent signing from Sheffield, slotting home, but Curtis Woodhouse's men remain at the foot of the table. Grantham Town, desperately looking for some form. They took the lead through Craig Westcar's strike on 19 minutes at home to Morpeth Town. But the Highwaymen turned things around. Chris Reed equalising in the first half before The decisive moment came late in the second half. A foul on debutant Carl Finnegan resulting in a penalty that was converted by Liam Noble to secure Morpeth a 2-1 win. Radcliffe's run of winning form was ended last week by Stafford, but they got back on the horse this week at home to Witton Albion. Tyree Sinclair's goal should have been a goal, but it was ruled out early on, but he still managed to find the back of the net later in the day, even though he missed that one as well. Witton had chances of their own, denied there by the keeper and by a block. Sinclair causing Witton all sorts of problems without being able to find the back of the net. There was some controversy as well. Billy Smart received a red card for the visitors. Not too many complaints about that one. And then Callum Grogan also saw red as parity was restored. It was still goalless at this point. Great save by the keeper to deny Chris Henshaw before Sinclair finally did get his goal, direct from a free kick. That proved to be the winner. Radcliffe 1, Witton Albion 0. Whitby Town have struggled to find some form since their exit in the FA Cup, and so it proved at home to Bamber Bridge. Kieran Willeji had an early chance for the hosts, but in Jamie Milligan's first game in charge at Bamber Bridge, they were to earn the 3 points. Their first win in 11 away games this season. Chris Marlowe scoring the winner 3 minutes before half-time. Elsewhere, Lancaster City played out a goalless draw against Stalybridge Celtic as they missed out on the chance yet again to go top of the league. That means South Shields stay top despite them being in FA Trophy action. Lancaster have at least now moved level on points with the leaders. Baseford are in third. Warrington Town and Radcliffe round up the playoff places. At the bottom, Gainsborough are still there on 11, just behind Stafford Rangers, whose game at Ashton United fell victim to the weather. Buxton are the other side in the relegation places. Bamber Bridge climb a couple of places after their away win. In the Northern Premier League South East Division, there was a win for Belper Town at home to Carlton Town. Alex Peterson and Evan Garnett, who signed from Stafford Rangers last week, scoring the goals for Belper. Glossop North End recorded a 3-2 win at home to Ilkeston Town. Leek Town were 2-0 winners at home to Frickley Athletic. Newcastle Town came from a goal behind to win 2-1 at home to Loughborough Dynamo. Spalding United drew 2-2 at home to Kidsgrove Athletic. Leaders Stamford were 4-1 winners over Cleethorpes Town. Sutton Coldfield Town did the job in the first half. They scored all three of their goals against Stocksbridge Parksteels before half-time and won 3-0 there. And Wisbech Town squandered a 2-0 half-time lead to lose to Chase Town 3-2. That leaves their league table looking like this. Stamford and Leek starting to pull away from the chasing pack. They now have a 6-point cushion on third place Cleethorpes, although Belper do have a number of games in hand, sat in fourth place. At the bottom of the table, Wisbech now managerless. They're bottom of the table, just behind Market Drayton Town and Newcastle Town. In the North West Division, there was a big win for Tadcaster Albion away at City of Liverpool, who actually led through Elliot Nevitt after 5 minutes, but Taddy won 5-1 braces for Bockingy, LeBrun and Jake Day. Dunstan picked up another 3 points. They beat Kendall Town 2-0. Marine were 3-0 winners at home to Ossett United. Andrew Stevenson scored a hat-trick for Marsh United as they beat Mosley 3-0. Pickering Town recorded a rare victory as they beat Colne 3-2. Ramsbottom United hammered 5 past Droylsden. Runcorn Linux left it late to snatch the points at home to Trafford. They trailed to Samuel Baird's second half strike, but Lewis McKinney and Louis Corrigan scored in the last 5 minutes to give Linux the 3 points. Widnes were beaten 1-0 at home by Brighouse Town, and leaders Workington were 4-0 winners over Prescott Cables. Cable substitute Lloyd Dean was sent off just 1 minute after coming off the bench, and their efforts unravelled after that. So Workington, top of the table, 3 points clear of Marine. Both of those sides, of course, relegated from the Premier Division last season. At the bottom, Pickering Town's win lifts them level on points with Ossett United. Just 1 point now separating the bottom 5 in that division. There's plenty of midweek action in the cup competitions this week. In the FA Trophy, Atherton Collieries play Barrow. That game was postponed on Saturday. Chorley will host Matlock Town. Those two drew 2-2. The Gladiators will be disappointed. They squandered a 2-0 lead in their home game. And then in the other game involving Northern Premier League side, South Shields will travel to Southport. They too drew 2-2 at the weekend. FC United did win through at the weekend. They beat Kettering Town 2-1. And FC United will travel to the winners of Atherton against Barrow in the next round. Matlock have a trip to East Leigh if they can get past Chorley, while South Shields will visit AFC Fylde if they can beat Southport. There's also some Integral League Cup action scheduled for Tuesday night too. Marine host Radcliffe, Newcastle Town host Chasetown, Workington play Mosley. That's it from me for this week. Thanks for tuning in. That's full time for now.